Okay, let's display the layers panel of Photoshop. Go into the window menu, into layers. It is sorted by alphabetical order, so layers, easy to find. So we have one layer with pixels onto it, and we will non-destructively remove the landscape, and the only thing visible at the end will be the bear, surrounded by transparencies. So let's add a layer mask onto that layer by going into the layer menu on top of the screen, layer menu, and ask for layer mask. Layer mask, reveal all. So you just added a layer mask which reveals all. It is white, and white means the pixels in the picture, they are displayed. No pixels are masked. So at that moment, the mask is not useful at all. It does not do anything. We will have to draw a shape of a bear into it, of that bear. Okay. So when you've added mask onto a pixel layer, you must choose on which parts do you work, on the pixel part of the layer or on the mask part of the layer. I will choose to work on the mask part of the layer, of course. So you see a little frame around the mask. It means I'm working onto it. Then we'll use the brush. Activate the brush tool in the toolbar. I've made my toolbar in 2 columns mode with the little arrows. It's best. I think it is best in Photoshop to work with a double column toolbar. So this is the brush tool you have to use, not the other ones, only this one, brush tool. We will reset the swatches here. The swatches here, you reset them just by clicking here. Then you have to use the X key on the keyboard, or the double arrow here, one or the other, the X key on the keyboard or the double arrow. You must have black as a foreground color here. So maybe some of you did choose the black color using another method, like this one, double-clicking on the foreground swatch and moving this little, I don't know how to call it, circle, just like that. This is not good at all. Look, if you choose your black by double-clicking on the foreground swatch and using this color picker, you must put the little circle right into the corner like that, and then it's real black. If you do that, it's not really a black, it's really dark gray, but not black. Okay. It is really important to paint in here in black, not dark gray. If you paint in dark gray, you will end up with a slightly transparent bear, and that's not good. Okay, let's try to paint a little bit on the bear here. So you see that where you put black in a mask, the corresponding pixels, they disappear. Okay, so far it is working for you. So now we will do two things. We will go into the channels panel. So window menu, channels. Okay. I'll drag the panel by its name, make it floatable, like that. Good. These ones, I don't need them right now. Good. So, in the channels panel, you will put an eyeball in front of the layer mask channel, just like that. You click here. Then, the black pixels in the mask, they appear now in transparent red. Okay, if you don't like using red, you prefer green, it's possible to double-click on the mask here in the channels panel, double-click on the mask, and then you will have to choose here a new color for the displaying of the black pixels of the mask. Like that. Green. Great. So for this picture, it does not matter if you use red or green for displaying the black pixels of the mask, but in some other pictures containing a lot of red elements, you will have to switch to green, and on the contrary, pictures containing a lot of green elements, you will have to switch on red. Otherwise, you don't see what you're doing. Red on red or green on green, it's not working. You have to choose for the displaying of the black pixels of the mask, you have to choose quite different colors from what is in the picture. But here the picture is quite gray, so any color is working. Green, red, or even blue would be working here. Okay, last thing to do here, you have to use the Shift key on the keyboard and click on the layer mask. So it is not masking anymore. So this is what you have to, this is what you must see on your screen right now. You disabled the layer mask by clicking on it with the Shift key on the keyboard, and you displayed the layer mask onto the picture by putting an eyeball here into the channels panel in front of that layer mask.